I think
Shiva, dude, shut up. We're not going there. Don't get out of the car. What are we gonna tell our parents or something? Hello and welcome back to my channel. Before anything else, please go ahead and click that subscribe button right there. My name is Ritesha Jairaj, and you are on a road trip across the Great Lake, Michigan with me. If you haven't watched the part 1, please click on the I button on top, and welcome to part 2. At the end of the part 1, we reached the Headlands Dark Sky Park. We were stuck there. We had no idea what to do. The whole city of Mackinac was so isolated and dark. There were no white lights allowed. There were no people seen outside. We did not have the courage to get out of the car. But we were there to stargaze. We had to get out. But we didn't. I managed to call my friend that night who had already been to that place. She asked us not to go back in the dark because it was a long walk and a long way to go. So we decided not to go there, and the next morning we were still in the state of panic from last night. But we decided to visit the other places and we were sailing. The Mackinac city, which was so scary in the night, looked beautiful in the morning and regained all our excitement. The Mackinac Bridge gave me New York City's Brooklyn Bridge vibes. It was so beautiful. The anchor was down, and then we reached our next destination, Mackinac Island. It was the first time I ever visited an island, and it took my breath away. Mackinac Island is beauty of its own. No motor vehicles were allowed on the island, so everybody used bicycles. How cool is that? There were even horse carriages, but we wanted to cycle. We rode across and around the whole island. The weather was so perfect for a day out, and we had an amazing day out at the island. This is so beautiful! Oh my god! We rode across for an hour and then sat down to have a chat, enjoying the whole beautiful atmosphere around us. Mackinac Island is famous for its fudge, and these fudges, I must say, it's the best fudge I ever had. They are so delicious, creamy, and smooth. I am sitting on the streets of Mackinac and having the Mackinac Island. Okay, it's a very big name, but Mackinac Island hot fudge flavored coffee. How can I not have coffee? The island has an ancient fort which was top high on the mountain. It also had trekking trails towards the mountain. The mountain was filled with large, old, tall trees which were over like 100 years old. They look so beautiful. It is a perfect blend of greenery and water at the same time. The view from the top was so refreshing. We didn't want to go back at all. I really wish we could stay back because one day is not enough to cover the whole island, and I feel it had many things to do. The island is also famous for its lilac soaps, and it also had animal shaped glycerin soaps, and the souvenirs were so damn pretty. I wanted to buy them all. We quickly had our lunch at the Island Pizzeria, the famous pizza place on the island. I had my own movie vibes and Bollywood feels. It's It's time to leave this place now. There's much more to explore, but we didn't decide to stay here. So we have to leave because we have a cruise for every 1 hour now. If we don't leave right now, we're gonna get too late. And we just want to stick to our plan. Saying bye to my bicycle, I had my last few moments on the island. The whole time we spent there was so amazing. The whole view was so breathtaking. The whole island is so super perfect for a vacation. More and more people were entering the island, but we had to exit. We next went to Walmart, got all the essential stuff we need because we decided to give it a second chance. We decided to try, we decided to put all our courage together. We went prepared and entered the dark sky park for the second time. We reached the place before sunset so that we could have a clear view of where we were heading to and what we had to do there. Everything was pretty clear in the light. The parking was nearby. We just had to walk a few steps to reach the place. There was no big arrangement. There was just the lake and a beach sand on the side. There were people. That was the best thing. We were all prepared to stargaze. We had our comforters, our red light, and we had a small little camp. We grabbed some delicious countryside food on our way back. We sat there that night, staring at the sun as it went down. It became dark, and the stars started showing up. The moon was bright, the stars were brighter. They were so clear. We could really see all the constellations right in front of us. The sky was so bright with shiny stars. It was the first time ever I saw so many stars in my life. It was the best night ever. Coming back to this place after a deadliest night for stargazing and all the adventures is worth it. Seeing the stars is worth it. We couldn't get over last night. We were so proud of ourselves that we made it happen. We were back on the track to cover our remaining places, and then we reached the Silver Lake State Park. What a refreshing morning it was. The weather was so pleasant, the winds were loud. The lighthouse looked amazing. After an hour of reaching there, the lighthouse was open for visitors. We climbed all the 103 steps to reach on top of the lighthouse. It was quite a task to climb all the steps on the spiral stairs, but we still managed to reach there because the view was promising. The winds were too loud. That's the reason we were not allowed to peep outside the lighthouse. The story of these sand dunes is inspiring. It is a sacrifice made beautiful. Years ago, when Chicago fire happened, the whole city was burned down. That is when, to construct the city back again, the trees from this place were taken down. Due to deforestation, the sand dunes were formed. Our morning turned out to be very inspiring that day. After the story of sand dunes, we met this beautiful lady called Sue. Her story was really inspiring. So far, she has visited 47 countries. And when she was 9 years old, she sailed from Mumbai to USA. We almost spent an hour talking to her and then moved on to this cute little place to try out the local cuisine. We had some fish and shrimps for brunch that day. The whole place was so pretty and colorful. There was so much to do at the Silver Lake State Park, but we didn't have that much time. We had to head back to Chicago. The clouds started gathering again, and we soon reached the city of Holland. It is a very famous city. It has beautiful tulip gardens. So we went to the Veldheer tulip garden. Though it was not the time for tulips, but still, we took a chance. This place had a wooden shoe factory. People had custom made wooden shoes there. Wooden shoes? I never heard of anyone wearing them, but they had a variety of them. The best part is you can custom make your own ones. I am not yet ready to have a wooden shoe custom made for me. Not right now. So I had a small little tiny shoes custom made for me. The lady over there suggested us to visit this place nearby. It was worth going, I felt. It was a pretty place. Holland is famous for tulips, and the Windmill Island is also a tulip garden. Tulips are not found because it's not the season, but the entire place, the whole place was like straight out of a Hollywood movie. It was so scenic. The horses, the wooden carriages, the windmill itself. It is sad, but I have to say, this is our last destination. Our trip has come to an end. We have no more places to go other than home. But I should say, this was an unexpected trip, but it turned out to be the best trip so far. Everything happened in this trip was for our own good, and we had so much fun. It was crazy. I should really thank my friends for coming along, for trusting me and blindly coming behind me. I took them to all kinds of different places, but every place we went had its own speciality. We met amazing people. We had crazy experiences. We had scary and amazing nights together. Hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did so, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching my video again. My name is Ritesha Jairaj. Bye bye.